Okay, today lesson is about Musharaka mode of financing. Musharaka mode of financing was considered the most famous tool of financing in Islamic banking. The most famous tool of Islamic mode of financing. It was famous not only in the past but also in the future. So this mode of financing this mode of financing mean Musharaka mean first we are going to the brief summary overview. Musharaka mean beta partnership here. Its literal meaning of Musharaka is sharing. Literal meaning of Musharaka is sharing. That is very important. Literal meaning of Musharaka is sharing. Now, finally, Musharaka involves, it reports an agreement, a contract between two partners where one partner is investors who is placing capital, with other person. So it involves a partnership between two partners who provide capital, and both partners share the risk, because when both partners share capital, definitely investment process will be continued. All kind of investment business ventures, they are risky. There are both chances of profit or loss. Now, both partners will share the risk and rewards. So risk is the key element which declares Musharaka mode of finance is halal. सबसे की रीजन कि मुशारका मोड ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग हलाल है वो क्या है? रिस्क. अगर रिस्क नहीं होगा देन इट विल बी कन्वेंशनल मोड ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग. ओनली प्रॉफिट होगा, लॉस नहीं होगा. ओके, now the further explanation under Islamic law. Here please, yellow color, highlighted yellow color. Under Islamic law, Musharaka mode of financing means a joint partnership, joint venture, where two or more partners combine their capital or labor. Partnership means they combine their capital or labor. It means they will combine their capital in the manufacturing sector and they will combine their labor in the services sector. Okay, like factories in which different partners combine their capital, and different services sector like teaching sector, where different teachers combine their services. They form a business. After partnership, they form a business in which all partners share the profits according to a specific ratio. When the investment proceeds are achieved, when the investment process is completed and its proceeds are achieved. receives benefits or loss. When proceeds are achieved, outcome is achieved, then in case of profit, profit share is distributed according to a specific ratio that is predefined before starting the Musharaka mode of financing. जो रेशियो डिफाइन होगी वही रेशियो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगी, but loss will be shared according to the ratio of the contribution. Loss बेटा forever जितना contribution होगा two partners का, for example राशिद एंड जिशान पार्टनरशिप करते हैं, राशिद $1 लाख इन्वेस्ट करता है, जिशान $70,000 इन्वेस्ट करते हैं. Okay, total amount is 1,70,000. Now 1,70,000 is the 100% amount. In case of loss, both will share the loss according to their shares. According to their shares. Okay. So this is the brief introduction of Musharaka mode of financing. Profit will be shared according to specific ratio predefined, and the loss will be shared according to the terms and conditions. Very simple. For example, they can decide the profits 70-30, 60-40, 50-50. They can, because पॉसिबल है कि वहां पे एक पार्टनर जो है वो मैनेजमेंट को भी कंट्रोल कर रहा हो, पॉसिबल है सेकंड पार्टनर स्लीपिंग हो, और एक पार्टनर स्लीपिंग है और सेकंड पार्टनर वर्क भी कर रहा है, मैनेजमेंट भी कर रहा है, कंप्लीट कंट्रोल कर रहा है बिजनेस को. डेफिनेटली जो बिजनेस को कंप्लीट कंट्रोल कर रहा है उसको शेयर प्रॉफिट का ज्यादा जाएगा. वो डिमांड कर सकता है, प्री डिफाइन कर सकता है कि आई नीड 70% ऑफ द शेयर इफ दे हैव 50-50 capital, because he's working hard, management, everything is doing. Okay, but the loss is according to the contribution. अगर 50-50 कंट्रीब्यूशन है, लॉस होने की सूरत में 50-50% का लॉस बियर करेंगे. अगर 70-30% शेयर है तो जिसका शेयर ज्यादा है उसका लॉस ज्यादा होगा, जिसका शेयर कम है उसका लॉस कम होगा. ये बात अपने माइंड में रखिएगा. ओके, नाउ one very important thing in Musharaka mode of financing. To Musharaka mode of financing needs to have the following two features, otherwise it will be invalid. These two features are much important, otherwise it will be invalid. First feature, party should be capable of entering into a contract that is legal age. अगर उनकी legal age है, they are capable to conduct a business, to complete investment process, to handle the matter of investment, to handle a project, then they can enter into the contract. Otherwise, the contract will be cancelled, invalid. Second feature, contract must take place with free consent of the parties. Okay. They should be agreed by heart to join the partnership. If they are disagreed, by force they were made agreed, then the consent, no consent is over there, the Musharaka mode of financing will be invalid. Two features are very important, keep in your mind. Basic things were very much important. Okay, now we are going to explain the difference between Musharaka mode of financing and conventional mode of financing. Musharaka mode of financing and conventional mode of financing. In Musharaka mode of financing, The partners can set, can define the share of profit with predefined ratio, can define the profit ratio among partners. Like तो बोल सकते हैं कि फॉर प्रॉफिट की सूरत में प्रॉफिट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा 30-40-46 बोल सकते हैं. But losses must be proportionate to the amount. Loss according to the proportional amount of investment will be distributed. Proportion होगा ये बात हम पहले भी कर चुके हैं. Now little detail explanations. The conventional mode of financing in the conventional mode of financing predefined a fixed rate of return on a loan in advance by the financier, regardless of profit or loss suffered by the debtor. The conventional mode of financing predefined a fixed rate of return for a loan advanced for a loan. So in conventional mode of financing, when a fixed rate of return on a loan for a debtor is defined, this thing, the possibility of loss or profits is totally ignored. Whether debtor on profit or loss, we must have to pay the rate of return after a specific time period to the financier. This thing, this term and condition in advance is made by the two parties, bank and the debtor. But Musharaka mode of financing does not mention a fixed rate of return. It does not mention a fixed usage, a fixed rate of return. Instead, the return in Musharaka mode of financing is totally based on actual profit earned by the business, by the joint business. But the return in Musharaka mode of financing is based on the actual profit that is earned by the joint venture. The final statement is that the presence of risk, in Musharaka kind of financing for joint venture makes it acceptable as an Islamic financing instrument. Very simple statement. Keep in your mind the key. The presence of risk in Musharaka mode of financing makes it acceptable as an Islamic instrument. Risk होगा Musharaka mode of financing correct होगा, otherwise wrong. Because risk होगा, then all partners will believe in profit and loss sharing. अगर risk नहीं होगा, then only profit. That is decided by the conventional banks. But that is a key point about Musharaka mode of financing. But in conventional mode of financing, the financier, the bank, predefined interest-bearing loans, predefined interest rate of return on loans. So in this case, financier cannot suffer a loss. So it's so finally interest-bearing loans cannot suffer any kind of loss. While the financier in Musharaka mode of finance they suffer a loss if the business fails to produce benefits. The final statement is that the presence of interest in the financial mode of financing, a fixed rate of return, or in the presence of interest makes haram. But the presence of risk in the Musharaka mode of financing makes it acceptable and halal by Sharia rulings. That is the difference between Musharaka and conventional mode of financing. You should keep in your mind. Never forget it. Okay. Now I'm going back for little explanations. So here we see figure 1. We are going to explain Musharaka mode of financing. You can see here this graph is a picture shows that two partners. First partner is entrepreneur, investor plus entrepreneur. First partner entrepreneur, second partner investor. But keep in your mind, both partners are providing capital. But the first partner is also entrepreneur. He is also manager. Both are mushari. Both partners are called mushari. Both partners, you please see the arrow, contribute capital, and run a business. This is a venture. This is a musharaka. After the completion of investment process, the presence of risk makes halal. After the investment process, the proceeds of investments are achieved. In case of profits, profit is distributed between two parties according to predefined ratio that's defined already, and repayment, capital repayment. If further investments is not decided, profit is here. In case of loss, both partners share the loss according to capital contributions. So that is so here the next one is the Musharaka, the key features of the key forms of Musharaka mode of finance. Musharaka, forms of Musharaka. Okay, in Musharaka, the first form is that every partner has the right to take part in the management. Two partners, three partners, four partners, they have the right to participate in management, in working, in labor. They have the rights. But okay, they have the right. But if they agreed upon the condition that the management will be carried out by one partner, one of them, and no one other partner will work in the musharaka. एक पार्टनर काम करेगा, बाकी सारे के सारे स्लीपिंग होंगे, मैनेजमेंट ओनली वन करेगा. Definitely we will charge wage, which will be the part of cost, or this partner, the manager partner, will require the higher share of profits. If they are agreed, one partner working and the other partners are sleeping, then it's okay, no problem. In this case, keep in your mind, sleeping partner will be entitled to the profit only to the extent of his investments. जितनी उसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट होगी उसको इतना ही प्रॉफिट का शेयर मिलेगा. उस उसका इन्वेस्टमेंट का शेयर फॉर एग्जाम्पल 20% है तो 20% मिल जाएगा। That is, तो सारे काम करना चाहते हैं लेकिन एग्री हो जाते हैं कि हमसे काम नहीं करेगा। एंड द रेशियो ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स allocated to that partner should not exceed the relative size of his investment in the business. Okay, it should not exceed its size of investment. That is very important. Okay, the second thing is that if all partners agree to work together, no partner wants to be sleeping partner, then all partners will be shall be treated as the agent of the other in all matter of business work. So they all partners will be authorized by the work. Business will be authorized by all partners. This is very important. Now the other one is that is the third form of Musharaka. The third form of Musharaka can be in the form of unlimited, unrestricted, and equal partnership. All partners have unlimited, unrestricted, and equal partnership in which they will enjoy complete equality in the capital, provision, management, and the right of the disposition. Okay, so this is the unlimited, unrestricted, and equal partnership in which all are agreed to enjoy the complete equality in the idea of capital, management, the right of disposition. In this case, each partner is both the agent and guarantor of the other. तो दूसरे के guarantor भी होंगे, डेफिनेटली guarantor भी होंगे क्योंकि वो दोनों पार्टनरशिप ओनली तब करती है जब उनका कंसेंट होता है, वो एक दूसरे के साथ एग्री होते हैं। डेफिनेटली इस केस में वो guarantor भी होंगे, agent भी होंगे। Okay, the next one, fourth one is the limited investment partnership is also available. You can see this type of partnership is occurred when two or more partners contributes to a capital or labor. They contribute in the form of money and or in the form of labor. All partners provide money. They are interested to run a business. Every big business they are agreed to run. Or they provide labor. In this case, each partner is the agent because they are not workers, not guarantors. Like we can see in the banks nowadays, not I'm talking about Islamic banks, different partners provide capital for a specific business to the bank. Banks gives them the guarantee of profits that resembles the interest rates. So in this case, all partners are not working, they are the agents, not the guarantor of partnership. So this is also part of a form of Musharaka. Here, in case of Islamic banks can provide the guarantee if bank is working on Sharia laws. Thus, all forms discussed earlier explains that all partners share profits in an agreed ratio, and loss will be borne by the partners according to their contributions in the investment. That is the So we have done Musharaka mode of financing, its difference between Musharaka and conventional mode of financing, forms of Musharaka we have done. इसमें कोई issue नहीं होना चाहिए. Musharaka we have done. Now we are going to one important form of Musharaka mode of financing, that is called home financing Musharaka. That is very, very important. Home financing Musharaka. Home financing Musharaka, mostly the Western economies, conventional banks, management mostly accuse tax. Musharaka mode of financing is an old mode of financing. Currently, it has no importance. Currently, it is not existing because currently uh, this type of Musharaka is not applicable due to some legal legal framework, lack of legal framework, and due to some other problems. So they report that Musharaka mode of financing, an old tool of mode financing, so it should not be considered in financing. But Islamic scholars report that this tool of financing is not applicable in the past, but all of its types, its practices, its procedures can be introduced in futures in different forms. So one of the most important type of Musharaka that is applicable, that is available, that is implemented, that is procedure in Islamic banking in the modern world is the home financing Musharaka. We call it the Musharaka. So in home financing Musharaka, just I'm going to interpret, just giving you the overview of home financing Musharaka. In home financing Musharaka, the customers, please follow the link. The customer forms a partnership with the financial institution, that is bank. Partnership बना लेते हैं बैंक के साथ. Customer बैंक के साथ partnership क्यों करता है for the purchase of home property. For example, partnership is 80%, 20%. घर की price 1 lakh. Sorry, 1,50,000. 80%, 20%, $1,20,000 paid by the bank, $30,000 paid by the customer. Now, both have the partnership. Both have the partnership. Bank share is 80% and customer share is the 20%. Now, the bank rents out its parts of the property to the client. Bank अपना share उसको rent पे ले लेता है and receive compensation in the form of rent according to its share, that's mutually, that upon which they both are agreed. Mutually they are agreed according to their market value. So market value है. Okay. Later on, they also agreed upon a given fixed amount that will be paid by the customer business, that will be above the rent. They decided that that amount is $1,147. So any amount above the rent will increase the share of bank and decrease the share of customer. So in the next class, we will discuss this type of Musharaka, modern type of Musharaka in detail. So now you have any question you can ask. I am here for you.